What's up, YouTube? So yeah, here with another part of the ZL1 repair. So basically, what we're gonna be doing in this video, we're gonna be repairing a few wires. So we're gonna get these wires, like the burnt wires, spliced in. And basically, these are gonna be a coil wire. But we're gonna get all this, we're gonna get this wire harness redone, only because I couldn't find my correct transmission code, well, harness with the transmission code that I have. So basically what I had to do was buy a harness offline. Well, I bought one off of Marketplace, and it was an auto harness. So basically all I need is there's a coil harness right here. There's a mouth sensor. So I probably need this one, let's see, this harness, this harness, this harness, I believe this harness, this harness, these two pigtails as well. So there's gonna be a few things I take out and splice in from this other harness, but that's what we're gonna do to basically get the ZL1 running back how it's supposed to be, get the engine bay looking back, or get the engine bay looking right. Because this week, well, I got the hood cut last week, but this week, my manifold should be here. My turbo manifolds. My adapters, the LT4 to LT1 intake adapter should be here as well. So I'm gonna clean up the block a little bit more. I was gonna pull it out the car, but I probably won't. I mean, I won't pull it out until I go 427 or 416. So yeah, I mean, other than that, gotta replace basically this wire, this whole like rail, like all the electricals on this rail is burnt up. Gotta replace that. Gotta replace the fuel pressure sensor harness as well. So get that knocked out. Gotta get these two. So basically one is gonna be for the O2 sensor. The other one, I can't remember what it's for, but I'll figure that out once I get down to the bottom side of the car. Like I said, I gotta replace this one. I have it cut back a little bit. I'll probably cut it back a little bit further. Go ahead and splice that in. My grounds, I'm gonna check over them. I'm not gonna do anything to them but clean them up. Cause yeah, I mean, they didn't get burnt up. They just got basically some crap on it. And then come over to this side. Got to get this connector replaced. And then also I'm gonna have to relocate some of these sensors, only because I'm not gonna have the supercharger anymore. So yeah. So that's one connector. All right, so that's one connector, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then, you know, the whole side, that whole driver side bank. So I just label it as 6. I'll look through this one some more, make sure it's not damaged. I may still just go ahead and replace it because of this. I am gonna have to pull all this tape and stuff out so I can re-tape these wires. But I may still go ahead and replace this connector. This is gonna be 7. I don't remember what was on that, but I'll find out. Number 8. So basically I have to do, this is the mouth. And then I'll have to go ahead and splice in another, what is that? Meth line. I think that should be it for the engine side. I know there's a few wires in here that I will have to repair. Like there's one right there. There's another one, I believe. Yep, there's another one. There's another one right there. So a few of those in there I will have to repair. But I mean, we're gonna make do what we got. Alright, so back to the repair, basically. Gotten this loom replaced. I got everything I needed back here replaced, so like fuel injector harness, the map sensor harness, and the O2 sensor harness down there. I also had that repaired. So basically everything on the back side is done. Then I also realized, I came over here and saw that my two-step was burning up some wires right there. So I was going to repair those. Well, I'm going to repair these because I know they're touching. And then I did see that somebody else did some wire work on this car before, because this wire has been replaced and this one has been replaced. It's kind of shitty the way they replaced it. I mean, they didn't tape it off or anything. So it kind of makes me think what other issues did my car have before I got it. But I mean, we've been taking wires off of this harness. So next I'm gonna cut the loom back till about here to get the coil wires. And then once I do that, I need to get so I need this mouth wire right here. I mean the mouth connector. I need the purge valve connector up front, and then I believe I need these two connectors. I'm not 100% sure. I mean, I don't look too bad up there. But I mean, wire did get touched, so which I mean, it's not bad. I'm gonna clean it up and see exactly if it went through. If not, I'll just clean it up and tape it back up. I mean, it touched that connector, that's about it. But those go to a supercharger. I don't typically need those anymore, so I mean, we're not gonna worry about it. But yeah, the coil pack wires. There's 2 wires in here that I have to replace or repair, which is that one there, that one there. Well, 3 of them, because that one there as well. Yeah, and then, you know, with the mouth. Then I have to add in another, what is this wire? I have to add another connector for the meth kit. I guess the meth remote wire. So I'll do that next. Throw some spark plugs in it, connect the fuel line, and I should be able to start the vehicle once I do that. So yeah, once I do that, I should be able to start the vehicle on the motor without the turbos, and then I'll start fabbing up the turbo kit, throwing everything on there, and get that started as well. But since the last time I recorded, I have gotten basically the AC lines installed. I got the vacuum pump line replaced. Got the aux cooler removed. Got the valve cover replaced. A few more things that I did. Basically just get everything buttoned up to where I can, you know, start the car and it's going to be operable. Also repaired the gas pedal wire. Got the driver carpet put in, so carpet is fully in. I mean, the car is fully interior. Well, full interior put back together except for the headliner and that pillar over there, a pillar. But I'll worry about that later. Then I gotta find out where my gas pedal is because I lost it. This line right here, I have to get it basically replaced, or well, I'm gonna cut here, and then I'm gonna put a nipple in between it, and then just make sure it's like, when I heat the line up, put it over it, and that's gonna basically form to the barbs instead of replacing the whole line. Because they did get a pinhole in it from the fire right there. And then once we go to the clutch pedal, I'm not gonna run my clutch pedal until the brake booster anymore, or the brake reservoir. I'm gonna run it until its own reservoir. So when I change the fluids, it's gonna be separate and it's easier to maintain. So yeah. And other than that, we're moving along. I can't complain. Got the high rim manifold put on. Got the fuel line, the fuel injector replaced. Fuel harness, the fuel injector harnesses. Got the runners put on. The high rim torqued down. And yep. So basically, yeah, got everything put on. So fuel wise, we all good. Got that fuel line replaced. I do need a fuel line to go on here. I did get rid of the evap line, so I didn't put that on there. Just because I'm gonna delete all the evap. Basically gonna take everything that's not needed off this car so I can save weight as well. So I mean, you got a pile of stuff that I changed. I'll change the V-long plate as well. I'll change my motor mount. I mean, you will see that in the turbo build. So those are part of the turbo kit. Had to go ahead and put the solid mounts on there to open up space for those turbos. I got the knock sensor connector repair as well. So, hey, we're coming along with the build. Slowly but surely. I mean, they say the tortoise and the hare. Tortoise won the race, slow and steady. So, basically taking my time, making sure everything good. Doing it that way. But, I mean, I may add more to this video. I may go ahead and just post this as an update because I know some of you guys are looking for them. Yeah, some of you guys are looking for updates. And basically, I mean, I'll show y'all everything that was taken out the car. And everything that was put into the car as well. So we'll go out to my little junk pile. I'm gonna throw it all away. But I just wanted to keep it until I finished. I wanted to keep it until I finished basically full rebuild. Make sure I don't need anything or I'm not missing anything. Basically, this is what we're looking like with the pile of stuff that I have. So, windshield wipers. I gotta get those and put those, because I'm gonna put those back on the car. So, keep those. Oh, here's my hood bolts I'm looking for. I'm gonna go ahead and take those over to the car as well. Basically, my floor mats, I'm not gonna throw those away. I mean, even though this was kind of burnt on the edge, I'm still gonna keep it. It's basically everything that come off the dash. Brake booster, fender off the car, HVAC, skeleton, glove box, everything like that. So take these over and then stay tuned to the channel. I'm finna start rebuilding my truck. I mean, my truck runs, but I'm going for another look now, so I want bigger wheels. I'm gonna go back down on the tire. So there's 40s on there right now, and I want to go back 37s because I'm gonna fix like all those, like where it's cut at. I want to fix all that. Better get it back looking good. So stay tuned to those videos as well. But yeah, I ain't gonna keep y'all on this video long. That's all I need to say. Alright, so we got all the wires repaired. So got these scratched. We still gotta tape up that loom. Got these connector replaced. Got that wrapped. Got the coil pack wire added in, wired in, and wrapped. Got the evap sensor wrapped or connector. What else I need to do? Oh, so right now I'm getting spark plugs put in. Got oil, filter, header gaskets. Gonna get the manifolds put on, and then get the clutch line repaired or well ready to set up so I can get that put on as well. Then we're gonna start it on the motor.